Good morning, welcome back. Today, before I get started, I'd like to take just a minute or two here and tell you about a feller that lost his channel that got hijacked. It's Kenny over at Metal Man Productions. His channel on here on YouTube got hijacked and stolen and took overseas. So he had to delete that one and start a new channel. Now, his new channel is Metal Man Productions Inc. INC. And he's, like I said, he had the channel for a long time. He was at 300-400 subscribers. And when he done that, so he's only up to about like 65 or 70, maybe more by now. But anyway, if you're watching this, go check him out. He's a good feller, good. You know, he's good for the blacksmith community. He gives back, he supports everybody and everything like that. So by going and watching your videos and making comments and doing what he does. He does some genius stuff. Now that he does. So just run over and, hey, watch it a few times. If you don't like it, you don't have to subscribe. If you do like what he's doing, subscribe to him. Show him a little love. And I personally myself, I like to go watch channels, you know, maybe watch 10, 12 videos of them before I make that decision to subscribe to them. Make sure that it's content that I like or I would want to watch. That's entertaining and informative. Yeah. So anyway, thought I'd put that out there for Kenny, help get his subscribership back up and everything there, keep him doing what he's doing. He works on, he makes knives, first one tomahawks, first one thing and another. Does some metal detecting, and I'm sure that if enough people twisted his arm, he would show some reloading videos there. So that's what he started out doing, was reloading and everything on his channel. So anyway, so go check him out. And so now we're on to heat treat day. I've got the forge warming up in the back. I took to Liberty in this morning and cut some angle iron and put in my vise so I can have a straightening jig when they come out of the oil. And I don't have anything in there. I'm going to have to do this with it's 01, so I need to keep it moving to keep it from getting too big of a hot spot there that would overheat it and cause the grains to grow thumb size. Don't want that in a knife. You want nice, clean, small as you can get. If a grain structure looked like powdered sugar, you probably would never be able to do anything with it. I mean, as far as being broken and stuff like it, because all them little things would be in there all tangled together a lot more. If you tie two together right here, well, you can snap it just a little bit like that. But if you tie two together like this, well, it's almost impossible to do anything with them. So that's what we shoot for. If we ever get it, oh, that'd be the holy grail. But it don't happen that way that often for everybody to get it that small. So, but anyway, we gotta try. Forge heating up. I've got to set torch on the oil tank. I'll move the camera and set it up and come back when I get it going. Okay. I'm happy they all come out of the quench straight and hard. Every one of them. It's amazing, but I'll still put them in the straightening jig right there in the vise right there for two reasons. One is to help keep it straight, keep it from doing any cooling and warping, and two, to help pull the heat out of it. So bring it down. He said this oil right here it's not Parks 50, but it's a McMaster Carr's 11 second. I think that's what it is. 11-second quench. Whatever that is. That probably means it's pretty fast. It's supposed to be equivalent to a Parks 50. So anyway. Alrighty, this is just going to be this, and when these finish cooling on down, I'm going to take them and put them in the freezer. So when I get to the dry ice part of it, I'll come back and add the dry ice onto this one, and then do some tempering onto it. It didn't take long for this, no, but go check out Kenny at Metal Man Productions Inc. Thank you very much. Okay, today is day 2. They've been, the knives that I heat treated yesterday has been in the freezer for 25 or 26 hours. They've been there. Some of them's been in there a little bit longer than that, a few days longer than that, but it's at minus 20 in there, or minus 19, like that. It needs defrosted bad, and I'll have to do that. I got 2 freezers. I need to clean the junk out of it and go on with it. Defrost it. It's an old one. So like I said, this is Thursday. I went to town today and I picked up my dry ice. 12.5 pounds is what they had, and that was the combination I could get that was 10 pounds or better. So now I've also got this. So this is just a catalyst to help transfer the heat away from it and draw the cold into it, and it won't hurt. I mean, I would advise drinking it, but still, there's boats, swimming pools, recreation vehicles, travel trailers, mobile homes, vacant homes. Use undiluted, and it'll put it to minus 50. Well, we're going to minus 109. So, and they're starting at minus 19. I don't have as far to go as if it was like it is now, about 85 above. So I'm going to pour about half of this in the cooler. I've got a plastic bag in the cooler, so I can, well, the cooler's a I'm sorry, I'm fiddling with the camera here. Don't have a drain hole or nothing on it, but I still put the bag in there just in case. So anyway, I'm gonna put let me see if I'm in there good enough. Yeah, right there. So now and I'll reuse that fluid over and over and over again. So now let's get the knives out of the freezer and get them in here. Do anything. Boy, them's cold. Oh yes, cold, 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 cold. Oops, that didn't break good. It's cold, 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 cold. All right. Don't look like it's going to be in there all the way, but Start singing here in just a second. There we go. We don't get that cool effect. We don't have liquid in there. Spooky. Boiling cauldron. Listen to it bubble. The bag on top. Extra insulation. I've got an old ice pack to help block everything down, keep it in there. There's the lid. Okay, that will do for 24 to 48 hours. I've had it go as high as 72 with it, but it's pretty warm, and so it's in here with two sources of heat. Believe it or not, these freezers make it really hot in here. So even with the wind is up and a breeze blowing through, it's still warm enough that I like to run the air conditioner. So anyway, we'll come back when I'm ready to take these out of the soup. Alright, till next time. Okay, it's been a day. Oh Lordy, give me some hydration here. I've had a little problem, a little mishap with my belt sander. Nothing major. So I won't be grinding any more knives for a day or two. So I'll find me a glass or a piece of ceramic. Glass I had on there for a platen exploded. Well, I mean, it's been cracked for a long time, but so it's come apart, and as a result of that, I've broke 9 belts today. Today's been expensive, but I've got all 8 of my knives that I've got ready. I've got all them with the final grind on them. The rest is just hand sanded and then sharpening them. Now, none of them sharp. I do my best never to take a sharp knife off the grinder before hand sanding. usually hand sanding's where I get it pretty dang blame close. And so I took it to a 150 grit, and my 220s was bouncing, had a little thump in them, and I don't like it. And it makes your work wavy, that old bump does. And so I found one that did work without bumping, 220, and I done most of them to that. Till I think that's the only belt that I wore out. Everything else I broke. But it was from the platen, because I know it wasn't from me turning the edge into and cutting them. No, they was breaking it to tape. The tape was a little too right there. That's just one of them right here's a 150 grit. Yeah, it's still good to hand sand with. I ain't throwing them away. I can use that to hand sand with, because it ain't wore out. It just broke. So anyway, with that, I'll not bore you with the details of hand sanding. It'll take 2 or 3 days to sand all these, but when it comes handle time, I'll come back. So I'm going to end this video right here with all of the other little stuff in there, just short snippets are here and there. So hope to get it under an hour and a half anyway. So till next time, this is Bobby Shields saying God bless and thank you for your prayers.